Hey everybody, how's it going? Back again. This time we're going to do the skulls mold for the fire pit. This is a how-to. We have our A and B mix, and then we have our thickener right here, and then right here is our dye, which makes it a lot easier to sit there and go between coats. Cups, which is a must, and our little toothpicks. So, oh, and paintbrush, and it helps somewhat. Alrighty, well, fast forward, and our first coat. It's a thin coat, just smooth it on. Goes over pretty easy. Self-explanatory. I just take the paintbrush, kind of smooth it on. You want a nice, good, get in the details, everything. Go over eye sockets, get the mouse. Oh, and I forgot to mention, when you put your skull down, glue him down. That way he doesn't go anywhere. It makes it so much easier to do this. Alright, little popsicle stick, as you can see, kind of helps smooth it out a little bit. It does help, not a whole lot. It's more for later on, you'll see. Alright, first coat's done. All good. Tacky. And yep, just right. And that's why you want to make sure it's tacky, not sticky, just tacky. That way you can put that second coat on. Alright, and this time we're going to put mix in and we're going to add that dye. That way we can tell which layers. And on top of that, we put the thickener in this one where you can really goop up stuff. More so we can fill in the eye sockets and the nose and around the teeth and everything. And you can tell it's kind of like thick pudding. I wouldn't really say like pudding, but still. Like a peanut butter, maybe. I don't know. It's not fun to work with, so totally. Alright, fast forward. Nobody wants to stare in forever watching the video. It took forever making this. Alright. In there. Buttering them up like a cake. And let's see. Got it down there on that layer. Smooth out a little bit more, try to get in there. Nice little peanut butter looking chocolate skull. That would be our thick layer. Alright, now we've moved on to the third layer. Yes, edit. Trust me, you're going to appreciate the editing. Alright, now going on there, get it on done. Poof, pretty fast at this. Nice little good coat. This one is a little thick, not too thick though. And then now, oh, I forgot the fourth one. Forgot to hit record when I did the fourth one. That was a nice thick coat. But you guys already saw that in the first two coats. This is the fifth coat. Just kind of get on there, one last thing, kind of get it all in there. Make sure it's good and gone. Fill in any little bit more details. Make it nice and thick. More so the thicker the better. That way it holds up. But realistically, you only really need probably four layers of this. This is Rebound 40 from Smooth Arts, so you all know. I forgot to mention that. Alright. All nice and good. See? Dry. Let it cure overnight. Just because I wanted to. Now we're going to do the bandages. But these are pretty much like, you know, if you get a cast. Doctor wraps it in, hardens like cast. Totally just based on what they're actually called. But they're bandages. That's how I remember they are. Dip them in water, put them on, they get hard. Good to go. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to do a seam down the middle of this because you want it to break apart and stuff. So first one, you do a seam, nice, crisp going around one whole side of it, and flip it over, kind of give it a nice little edge, That way it doesn't have any little furries or frays out and stuff. Otherwise, it could stick to the next layer when you go to the other side. Right, let's speed up through this, try to smooth it on, and push it in and get it all nice tucked in. Good. First side done. Now we put some Vaseline. You want about an inch of Vaseline over on the other side. Helps so that way when you put your next layer on, which you're going to go over your first layer by an inch just to help lock it in. Vaseline makes it easier to tear apart. If you don't do it, it will lock together and you won't be happy. It'll just lock itself together, and you'll just be sitting there spending the rest of the day or night, whatever, tearing it apart. So always make sure you Vaseline that and do it pretty well, get it along the edges and stuff. Now, again, with your second one on the other side, butt that right up against the first seam. That way you get a good locking edge and stuff. Well, not locking, but that way you have no air gaps. Oh, and side note, when you do the bandages, they're not pre-cut, so I cut about 6 inches to 7 inches on my bandages. Just a pre-warning, pre-cut them. It helps. You can see in there, I'm trying to really get a nice, good, solid contact with the mold. Yeah, time to fast forward through this part. Voila! We're done. Nice, solid. Oh, okay, just about done. A couple more pieces. Now, we're going to let this bad boy dry overnight. Then we can rip it apart. Technically, you really don't have to wait 24 hours, but I did. Alright, now to pop this thing apart. And trust me, didn't really want to come undone. That's the reason why you make sure you put Vaseline on those edges. Now I turn around and take the mold off the skull. Got a little stuck to the wood there. So have to give it a little bit of help. That and on top of it, it's glued to the wood too, the skull is, so yeah. Pry everything up. Alright, now we're trying to stretch it out. Did learn that this mold was a lot stronger and not as flexible as I thought it was going to be. Maybe I should have tried a different one, but I was told this one's going to be good for concrete, so that's why I went with Rebound 40. So we're going to have to do a little cutting here. So we'll grab the utility knife, or razor blade, however you want to call it. We're going to have to cut this out. Don't worry, it won't ruin it. It'll seal right back up inside. As you can tell, it was pretty thick around the edge of the skull. There you go. Tear it open a little bit more. And I gotta say, when you're doing that, be a little bit more gentle than I was. As you'll see here in a few, yeah, I was trying to pop it out. It tore a little bit on me more. It's okay. It's okay. I can handle it. I'm no expert, first time ever using this stuff, so you learn as you go. And you can learn from my mistakes. Okay, skull came perfectly out. No mess, no fuss. Yeah, kind of, so on it, yeah. Now we put it back in the mother mold. It is savable. Fix that on there. Lock in. You just kind of smooth it out on the inside. Yeah, you can't even tell where I cut. Yeah, kind of a bad angle. Try to take a quick view, but yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, turned out pretty good. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video, little learning lesson. Next one up, I'm probably gonna have to do this concrete thing indoors, just for the fact that it's been raining here quite a bit, off and on. So concrete don't like water. I mean, well, not rain. Anyway, stay tuned for the next episode when we start making concrete skulls. Thanks for watching. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button. Helps me out, and I appreciate it.